Hello, thank you for joining for viewing today's webinar for Duke University's Master's Program in Civil and Environmental Engineering. I'm Professor Mark Borsick. I'm a professor in the Civil and Environmental Engineering Department here at Duke, and I'm also Director of the Master's Studies programs in our department. In addition, I head up an interdisciplinary program in risk that some of you may find interesting should you come here. Our focus today is on the programs and curriculums of our department, but I'd also like to share a little bit more broadly about the department. Duke Civil and Environmental Engineering is ranked either in the top 10 or near the top 10 worldwide and in the US based on the Shanghai rankings. We have 18 tenured and tenure track faculty, and our department brings in about $8 million of research awards each year. The members of our community have founded 12 companies, and we have 2 members of the National Academy of Inventors and 2 members of the National Academy of Engineering. Faculty in the department have an open door policy, and so you'll always be able to have access to them. And our department is a very collaborative community. Let me first begin by describing the Master's of Engineering program. The MEng program, as we call it here, offers a very career-focused curriculum where the idea is to help you strengthen your technical depth and develop business leadership skills. You see from the matrix shown on the slide that it's a combination of several areas. At the top left, industry preparation courses prepare you to work in the outside world, whether it's in industry or consulting or the nonprofit sector. These courses focus on business fundamentals and management principles, people, resources, and projects. To the right, we have a set of departmental disciplinary and cross-disciplinary requirements that are specific to your chosen area of focus. When you choose this area of focus, you choose from sets of courses that are recommended within that focus, whether it's civil engineering, environmental engineering, or some of our newer programs such as risk engineering or computational mechanics and scientific computing. At the bottom left of the matrix, we have technical electives that deepen your technical expertise. And finally, you'd be expected to complete an internship or a project, typically in the summer after your first year. The program is typically completed over 3 semesters in 1.5 years. We offer 4 basic tracks within the MEng programs, or 4 degree options. They include civil engineering identified at the top, which includes aspects of computational engineering, systems engineering, geosystems, structures, and so forth. We have a Master's of Engineering in Environmental Engineering, including aspects of ecohydrology, environmental fluid dynamics, environmental process engineering, and environmental engineering and public policy. The Master of Engineering in Risk Engineering, one of our new programs, focuses on statistical decision theory and knowledge of civil and environmental engineering for predicting costs, benefits, and risk scenarios facing communities and environmental assets. Another new program, the Master of Engineering in Computational Mechanics and Scientific Computing, focuses on training in the use of computational algorithms for model-based simulation and design. I'll shift next to our MS program, our MS degrees in Civil and Environmental Engineering. These are distinguished from the MEng program in that the Masters of Science is set up to establish a foundation in training and research. The Masters of Engineering program, which I described previously, is largely intended to prepare you for a career in industry or in the private sector. The MS curriculum is more tailored towards research, again, whether that's in the private sector or academia. So the degree can involve technical coursework in an area of interest, as well as various options for research, including a thesis or a project. The thesis is an independent research effort culminating in a written description of that research, and a project is a more applied work or a review. MS study tracks largely parallel our MEng programs, but have some specific aspects to them, giving them distinctive names. Areas of focus within the MS, the tracks, are geomechanics and geophysics for energy and the environment, hydrology and fluid dynamics, computational mechanics and scientific computing, environmental health engineering, and systems risk and decisions. And you can see from the description of your program of interest some details on the coursework and the philosophy behind that track. We'll next move on to career outcomes from the department. you may be interested in knowing what our graduates do after receiving their master's degree and how they prepare for their career beyond Duke. We typically see graduates going into industry, academia, or nonprofits. You can see from the slide that 100% of our 2017 graduates who pursued employment found employment within 6 months of graduation. Some recent employers include Apple, Cisco, NOAA, the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, the China Railway Construction Company, Tetra Tech, Booz Allen Hamilton, and others. Roughly 2/3 of our MS graduates specifically enter PhD programs. They've gone to excellent universities all around the world. Some have stayed here at Duke, others have gone to Brown, Carnegie Mellon, Singapore, and others. If you're interested in more information on career services or next steps, look for the career services webinar at our admitted students page. You can also find there more on student services, life in Duke and Durham in general, and other aspects of student life. We also have much more information on our website beyond that. I encourage you to take some time to explore it. Using keywords such as career outcomes at cee.duke.edu, clicking on the Master's Career Outcomes link that follows to view an overview of the resources and latest statistics on where alumni end up. I especially encourage you to view our data visualization tool pictured on the left of this slide. It's also available at the link through the Master's Outcomes page. This tool will allow you to search for companies, specific locations, choose degrees, and drill down into what alumni are doing. The network that you'll make in attending Duke and participating in CEE will be an important aspect of your future career. When you use this tool, try to use this on a desktop computer or a large tablet. It's difficult to work with currently on a phone because of the level of detail of the information presented. We have a few contact people who you could reach for more questions. This was a brief overview that I provided, yet I hope it's been helpful. For specific questions you may have going forward, please reach out to the team whose names and email addresses are identified here, and include our master's program coordinator within CEE specifically, and our admissions and recruiting team for Pratt more broadly. Also, please be sure to attend a live question and answer session that we're scheduling specifically for the civil and environmental engineering programs. Go to the admitted student page to find the dates and to register and submit your questions prior to the chat. Thanks for your time, and we look forward to connecting with you soon.